When we promise something, we deliver. And look what we have delivered here on set. A legend, Alessandro Del Piero.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Juventus legend, Azzurri legend joining us on set. Maybe some people don't realize, Alessandro, ever since you retired in 2014, you've lived right here in LA. Tell us a little bit about your life in LA and what you've done.
After the 2 years in Sydney, I decided to come here. The weather is a big attraction in Los Angeles, and other 1,000 other things. So I decided to move here with my kids, my family. We are here. We are quite happy 4 years ago. It happened. So yeah, it's.
And you have a restaurant in West Hollywood, number 10.
Bravo, and number 10 in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Can we do a promotion?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can invite us.
Yes, if you invite us.
Let's talk about the. So we have
These guys have very tight dietary restrictions. I don't know if there's anything on the menu.
They look perfect. I mean, they already diet, but we have a really good food and healthy. So yeah, happy to have you guys.
Well, let's talk a little football. Alessandro, before we eat at your restaurant,
they invited us.
just confirming that. Juventus at the moment. We'd love to get your thoughts on what you think of Juventus under Maurizio Sarri right now.
Juventus, it's quite simple. I mean, it's already years that they build a team that don't need to think about tomorrow. What I mean is they have program well set down early in the year. They make the right adjustment every year. And this has happened because Italian league lately wasn't great like before. So it means that you can even make some mistakes sometimes, that you still win the league. But by far, they have the best team. It's not only the result that say that. The number of the players and quality of the players are quite more than the other teams. This year, only Inter can stay at the same level for the league, for the Italian league, even if there are some teams like Lazio, like we saw lately, that can beat Juve, of course. But the focus is Champions League, definitely. We are missing Champions League, part of the Juventus family. They're missing Champions League for a while now, and this is the main focus. All the things that they are doing is for that reason. And meanwhile, of course, stay on the top of the league. And they have 22 amazing players. Even if there's some 3-4 injuries, they can replace easily on a high level. And this is what we see. They have a couple of problems in the beginning of the season, during the season, but then they come back on top. It's sometimes is enough for them play 20-30 minutes quite well to make the result safe. That's all.
You don't think Lazio have enough to make this a 3-horse race?
Not till the end. I think they are doing amazing work, not only this year, also the past years. But in order to reach that level, you need to do something really, really special. Unless you create inside the club, inside the team, that special things that give you extra energy. If we're talking about quality of the players, yes. One game they can win against everyone. They won the Super Cup now. So, but all league, 10 months, you go through injuries, market changing, club needs money sometimes, you don't find what you want. And this is when happen these kind of things, start problem inside the club and that you need to solve, by the way. But meanwhile, you need to play. And it's the two things sometimes doesn't match. But they're in great shape. I don't think enough to win the title, honestly.
When we talk Juventus, and it's easy to see how successful they have been. And when we evaluate their performances this year, and even though they've only lost once the whole season in all competitions, you still expect more in terms of the quality of play because of the quality of players that you just mentioned. Is that something to be worried about if you're a Juventus fan?
No, this is you touch a good point. And plus, I want to add, plus what happened last summer, the change between Allegri and Sarri was in that direction. Make the team play much better than before, because they were kind of complaining. We don't play well, we defend only. We won 1-0. We want a club that wins 5-6-0. But couple of facts, very important. First of all, Italian league is really tough. Even if you are a lower club, you don't lose games 6, 7, 8-0 like happened in Spain or in England sometimes. Defensively, we're still strong as a structure, tactically, and as a single player. So that's one of the reasons why Ronaldo is scoring even less than before sometimes. So, and the second one is, it's not easy when you play every 3 games, have time to training. You need train. You need to be trained in some way to find what you want. The idea of Sarri is a wonderful idea that he showed with Napoli for 3 years. Napoli played probably the best football ever in Europe, but he chose 3 years ago the players, and sometimes doesn't match with the club. So on the high level, priority is win. How? I don't want to say this is an option, but it's the way through.
Is it not all about the Champions League this season, Alessandro, for Juventus? They last won it with you, 1996. It's been a long time. Are they better equipped to do that this year under Sarri?
Yes and no, because even the other years they have an incredible player. The one that they lost against Barcelona was probably the one that, as a team, as a single player, as a mentality, I don't mean what is the Juventus mentality, they're still the same. Win, 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 doesn't matter. You win a game, you celebrate 5 minutes, go back to think how to win the next one. But I'm talking about the energy and the chemistry that happen inside the team. Only with that special one, you can win the Champions League. Because if you see, Juve have the chance to win the Champions League, yes. Barcelona, yes. Real Madrid, yes. Paris Saint-Germain, a lot of clubs, 7, 8 at least, they can do it. And then show up Tottenham like last year, and then reach the final, almost win the Champions League. That we, let's be honest, we didn't consider it the top 5 teams last year, you know, at the beginning of the season. Because the season changed. Now there is a big moment. The market, and what happened now is another big moment. Look at the Barcelona. Barcelona changed the coach. It's a big decision. I mean, you change a lot, even if you have great players.
Listen, Juventus fighting on so many different fronts, and now a genuine title challenge from Inter Milan. What do you make of Inter under Antonio Conte and the changes that he's made to that squad to make them competitive?
Well, he changed a lot. First of all, he has the support of the club. This is very important. The connection between club and coach is really important, especially in Italy. And Inter had Marotta before, was a Juve with Conte, so they can work together in some things. And then he has a really strong mentality, really strict tactically, really strict. If you see Inter, they analyze every game very well before. He coached me 1 year, so I know exactly what he's going to do. It's really tough. You training a lot. You're training for a lot of time. You watch a lot of videotape. It's a big preparation. So that is a change. And what happened in Chelsea with him, that came back after, you know, he joined Chelsea, the 7th place, he won the league. It happened in Juve before. And this is what you want to do at Inter as well. If the players and the club follow him, this is what can happen.
Now,
they can win
for a former teammate of yours, Antonio Conte, and then he's coaching you. Did you enjoy playing for Antonio Conte?
Well, I know the mentality. Even when he was playing, he was really strong and straight. But I enjoy a lot, yes. Even if that year was the last one for me at Juve, it was very weird for different reasons, not Conte. But yeah, I enjoy.
But you ran a lot.
I ran a lot.
That's why. That's why it was in last year.
Well, you need to run a lot, and you need to run well. And he makes the combination of two.
When you look at a player like Cristiano Ronaldo now at Juventus, right, and you play with great players in your time, do you think to yourself, man, I could have done something with this guy playing right next to me?
He's very special. I mean, what he reached in his career and what he's still doing now is something really special. And he has a really strong mentality. This is, from my point of view, the biggest quality that he has, because he has planning in his mind, focus only in football, to be succeed, to be the #1. And this is what is going on every day for him. even before going to bed, you know. You can sometimes you do something else. I mean,
well, I don't know what you're talking about, Alessandro.
You will do it as well, of course.
Go to the restaurant, you mean?
Yes,
Like,
go
to the restaurant.
Number 10, West Hollywood.
I stay home and I prepare myself. It's really well organized and it's amazing. Yes, definitely.
Talking of numbers, Alessandro, 478 Serie A appearances for Juventus, which was a record until Gigi Buffon broke that record just a few short weeks ago.
Gigi
Did you?
no question. I just wanted to say. I just wanted to say that.
Did you
carry on?
Did you? Were you surprised he went back to Juve?
Yeah.
Did you? You were surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised, even if I know that he wants it. But you know, it's a big return. Create a lot of rumors, some critics as well. But it's a big reunion, and I think everybody are happy about that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of surprised to see Buffon in the bench. That's his point. You know, because he's still in amazing shape. He's doing great. But if you think about Juve, you think about Buffon on the field. And now you see on the bench, you say, oh, something.
Well, there's a reason why he's on the bench, Alessandro.
Yeah, of course there is a reason. And,
leave Gigi alone.
and when don't mess with him.
Speaking of a player who was on the bench for the last few games, Matthias de Ligt, who was a tremendous investment by Juventus, and there is a lot of hope and expectation on de Ligt. He goes to the bench, then there's the injury to Demiral. He's now back on the field. What do you make of his performance so far with Juventus?
You would defend him a lot at the beginning of the season. When I mean that, when I say that, I mean that he did a quite not great performance, especially when you come back, you know, with the big money house they bought him and the way that they present him, you know, the big talent ever in this period as a defender with Van Dijk. I mean, you create a lot of expectation. You think that everything has to be perfect. When something doesn't match with that, you know, you create rumors. But he's still an amazing talent. What changed, as I mentioned it a little bit before, is the way that Italy used to defend. When I say Italy, you know, most of the time we need the extra player in defense, you know, to cover yourself, and this is what not going on sometimes in Europe, you know, especially in England. You play 1 versus 1 in the defense. You don't need that. So the structure of the team, and he play as well in a very organized team. So when you play in a very organized team, you know exactly before things happen what to do and what could happen as well. So you can think before and make the action straight away. Now we need to adapt to a new system a little bit, and this is why takes some time to him to figure it out, the position and the role. But yeah, Juve will go with him, of course, and then, you know, injury can happen, but I think it will be okay.
But these kinds of investments were made with one trophy in mind, the Champions League, as we'd mentioned before. Manchester City are the bookies' favourites, certainly the bookies in England. Who do you think has the best chance of winning? Where's your money going on the Champions League?
My money go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
By the way. Yeah. But if I have extra money, okay. Well, I still believe that Man City can have really a chance. I mean, it's already years that they are close by. And for some reason, VAR one time, VAR the next year as well, it didn't happen. But it's really, really tough. I think we will have a great idea after the next round. What happened the next round would be, everybody can have a great idea, because there is a stop between what happened in the winter and now the coming one, and some changing market, coaches. Some of these changes, you know, can make you better, but most of the time nothing changed too much. Only Zidane came up during the season and won the trophy. So, and it's very difficult. But I'm saying that because when you come back after 2 months that you don't play the competition, you will see which kind of energy is on the team. Because on the other side, Liverpool still have a big chance from my point of view. Yeah. Because I love Klopp and the way that he's managed the things, and they still free to play. But I think they will be kind of busy with the league.
So where's your money going, Alessandro? Where?
City.
Okay,
I'll
there
go
we
with the
go.
City.
All right.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.